Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we arrived at Maleficent's stronghold, the castle of Hollow Bastion. Ready to take on this final challenge, we quickly ran into Riku, who wasted no time in stealing our Keyblade from us, stating that we were just a delivery boy, before tossing us a wooden sword to go play hero with. Donald and Goofy soon abandoned us to follow Riku, leaving us in a pretty hopeless state as they chose to follow their mission rather than stick by us, despite all the time we've been together. Thankfully, though, we weren't alone, as the Beast here came to rescue Belle, and together we teamed up to open the way into the castle, to rescue those precious to us. This time, we'll be heading inside by barging in through the front door, so let's get to it. Now, before we do get in, I do recommend that you just use a camping set or a tent or whatever you need to heal up, just because we are going to be going straight into a fight. So, let's go.
Oh, purest of hearts, reveal to me the keyhole!
Guard. They're close, I can feel it. Are you ready for them? No?
Quit while you can.
No, not without Kairi.
The darkness will destroy you.
You're wrong, Riku. The darkness may destroy my body, but it can't touch my heart. My heart will stay with my friends. It'll never die.
Really? Well, we'll just see about that.
Ah!
Sora ain't gonna go anywhere.
You'd betray your king?
Not on your life. But I'm not gonna betray Sora either, cause he's become one of my best buddies after all we've been through together. See you later, Donald. Could you tell the king I'm really sorry?
Hold on, Goofy! We'll tell him together! Well, you know, out for one and right for all.
I guess you're stuck with us, Sora.
Thanks a lot, Donald, Goofy.
How will you fight without a weapon?
I know now I don't need the Keyblade. I've got a better weapon. My heart.
Your heart? What good will that weak little thing do for you?
Although my heart may be weak, it's not alone. It's grown with each new experience, and it's found a home with all the friends I've made. I've become part of their heart just as they've become a part of mine. And if they think of me now and then, if they don't forget me, then our hearts will be one. I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power. Huh? What?
This grudge match has been a long time coming. It's time to rematch Riku, even though that was a pretty hokey speech that Sora just made. Riku fights pretty much the same way as he did on the Destiny Islands. Only now we've got backup and a bunch of abilities that we didn't have back then. This fight really shouldn't be all that difficult. Just make liberal use of dodge roll to get behind him and strike him in the back. Use guard if you have it whenever you can to easily make up for when he goes wild at you. Make use of Cura to heal yourself up when you need it. Aura to reduce any damage you take. And if you really want to trivialize this fight, summon Tinkerbell. Not having to worry about healing will certainly make this already pretty one-sided fight all the easier. Though, admittedly, Riku has gotten a lot quicker since then. Alright, let's try this. And I forgot the timing of that. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, a bit better, and thank you, Goofy, for using your MP gift ability.
So, your heart won this battle.
Learned White Trinity. And we have Donald and Goofy back, who I frankly am going to keep in the party. I know that they were kind of to me for abandoning me just to follow Riku when he's clearly not been behaving right, but I can't fault them really. And I know Beast has been very helpful for the short time we've had him with us, but he will come back. I just want to keep Donald and Goofy around because there are going to be trinities throughout this place that we will want to go ahead and tackle, so let's have the trio. Alright, so we are now inside the castle of Hollow Bastion. If we actually look around the room, we can actually smash these pots to get some HP orbs. Not that I think we needed it. I think we got a full heal without actually needing it. Or maybe we did need it, but these pots can also sometimes contain an a high potion, so that would have been pretty nice. But seems that fortune does not favor us today, or maybe it does. Yeah, no. Okay. So, we're gonna quickly head inside here to this little hallway. If we examine this, there are 4 sockets. What goes in them? Should be fairly obvious, Sora, but we want to ignore that for right now to go up here and see if we can grab, yep, that little ledge, because if we go... Alright, finally. Getting a power-up from that chest. Let's just go ahead and use that right away. All boosts on Sora. Definitely gonna need it for this world. Anyway, we want to head right over this way to get into this room here, the library. Welcome to the largest puzzle in this game, as we have to find books to place on these shelves to move the shelves around. So, let's start off with this Comma Volume 8 right here on the floor. We can examine this to put it back on this shelf, causing it to move around. We also have these pillars here. We will have to turn them a number of times because there is a chest in each of these little turntables. So I will probably end up cutting some of this. They take too long. Okay, obtain an elixir from that. Let's see here. We want to head up the stairs, and there should be another turntable up here. Like I said. Okay. Obtain a mithril from that one. Anyway, on the desk there... Well, by the desk there's a save point, but there's also a book. Beyond Volume 6 that we will need for later. And there is a green trinity right here. It is actually the final green trinity. This gets down Azal Volume 3. Anyway. Oh, here's another turntable. Getting that gets a mega potion for us. We see this shelf here actually has a green book in the mix that doesn't belong, so let's take it. Getting Malva Volume 6. Then we have to examine it again because we do have Beyond Volume 6 with us. This will move that out of the way so that we can get to this button. The door has been unlocked. We'll need to do that save that for later. For now, let's actually climb up on top of these bookcases to get over to this chest right here. Getting a Dispel G with a rounded corner. And over here for another turntable. Getting an AP up. Definitely gonna want to make use of that. Like I said, Sora will learn more abilities than Donald or Goofy, so just having more AP is always a good thing for him. Now that we've gotten those, we want to actually walk off the ledge near the save points, so in this little enclosed space of bookshelves. And we can see that we have a few volumes here. First, let's take this one off the shelf. Getting Saleg, Volume 6. We have Mava, Volume 6. And we have Saleg Volume 6 right here to place it. Opens up a bit more of the library. Next, we want to the entrance of the library and put Azal Volume 3 here. And we want to just quickly circle back around, because that did block off our original way, but reveals Nahara Volume 5 right here. Now, back up to the save point. To place Nahara Volume 5 with the rest of the Nahara volumes. Which reveals another bookshelf with a mismatched book. This gets us Mava Volume 3. Means back down we go. to place Mava Volume 3, and you want to be careful because you can take Mava Volume 6 back from this. This opens up another little room with a desk, which has another book for us. Halfet Volume 4. And now we can quickly head back upstairs. Forgot that I changed this place around so we can't go back the way we need to the left, so up this way. We return Halfet Volume 4. Opening up a door to the lift stop. Now before we check out that crystal, I want to actually use Gravira over here on this floating chest to bring it down. Gets us a Tornado G left. Okay, and with that, we can use the blue crystal here to ride the platform up. And this is going to be a rather long animation, so I will cut this out when we make the return trip, because we have to sit through it for both trips. We see another chest floating chest that we can use Gravira on to get an Ultima G. Not really worth it in my opinion, but hey, whatever. Anyway, I will see you guys back at the library. Alright, so now that we've done that, we have nothing more that we can do in the library for now. We will use the save point to just get back our MP, and we'll go out these double doors back to the entrance hall. And we want to examine this. Almighty One, show me your crushing power. We smash these pots right here. Lowers that statue, which turns on the fountain downstairs and releases something. We'll want to make note of that. Next, we want to actually lock onto these candles and start lighting them. There's a red trinity right here that we will want to activate. As another thing for us. And wait, back to lighting the candles. Want to move that, which spawns another chest downstairs, but we don't want to do anything with that just yet.
See ya. Fire. Fire. Fire.
Doing that reveals that piece that's sitting on the chandelier, and right here the stone is etched with the thunderbolt, so we want to use Thundera on it. That'll activate those moving platforms. So now that we've done all that, let's glide on over to the chandelier to pick up an emblem piece, drop down to collect this emblem piece, pick up this one in the fountain, and then the chest. Contains the final emblem piece. Okay, so now just for a little bit of fun, if we actually stand on the rails here, we do slide down a bit. I believe using the same animations that we used for the jungle slider, so hey, getting a bit more use out of those. I'm just going to quickly top off my MP. And now we'll move to the door.
Why? It was mine.
Know this. The heart that is strong and true shall win the Keyblade.
What? You're saying my heart's weaker than his?
For that instant it was. However, you can become stronger. You showed no fear in stepping through the door to darkness. It held no terror for you. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
What should I do?
It's really quite simple. Open yourself to the darkness. That is all. Let your heart, your being, become darkness itself.
Well, that was certainly ominous, and certainly an ear-catching voice. Thank you, Billy Zane. Before we end things off, we want to actually head back in here to the entrance hall, because we have a new enemy, and we can actually fight the defenders now. The Heartless mages have taken an upgrade in form. This is the wizard. These tricky mages like to fly around casting a variety of spells, ranging from fast fireballs, spinning ice pieces, and unleashing a dark miasma at their opponent's feet. They also have a thunder-based attack that they become invulnerable while using. They drop a lot of MP when they are defeated. In addition to that, they also may drop shiny crystals, so another advanced synthesis material that we will want to hunt down, which will be a lot easier now that we have Goofy back to up our lucky strike chances. They will also drop ethers, and very rarely, much like the defenders, and their shields, which are actually a weapon for Goofy that I did not explain earlier because I didn't want to spoil that we would be getting Goofy back, although kind of odd for me to do that, since this game is over 20 years old, but I digress. Anyway, wizards will drop their own wands as a weapon for Donald, which will be a nice upgrade to what Donald has, because the last time we upgraded him, I believe, was after completing Agrabah, so we will definitely want to make an upgrade. With that, we've set foot in the fortress and have opened the way further into Maleficent's strongholds. Next time, we're heading deeper inside to put an end to the witch's schemes. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.